Hi, I'm VJ Benski, and this tutorial is the fundamentals of the Xnth run mode. To get started, simply select an environment and click Load. And then press play. Okay, first of all, I just press the off button here to turn off this music. Okay, and I will disable the audio sync by clicking the sync button. You can tell it's disabled because there's no longer a red number here. Before we begin, if you have installed and are running the Optrix version 2 demo pack from the Xnth forum, move over here to the config screen and increase this number here, the white GUI color. Bring it to the full 255. This way you'll be able to see the interface in all its glory. And then simply click back on the run screen. So let's begin now. First of all, in the top left-hand corner, we have the run, 2D, 3D, config, and exit commands. Then we have the environment load field, which is currently set to Optrix. You can cycle these numbers here to cycle through other environments you have. We have the preset banks. You can see that we're currently on preset H. There's also preset bank D and preset bank P available in this environment. The other banks are available, however, they don't have any content at this time. Next up, we have the stop, play, and beat markers. And underneath these, we have the engine speed. One represents the exact same BPM as the BPM clock here. The 2, 4, 8, and 16 are multipliers on the right and dividers on the left. Notice how the background changed as we speed it up here or slow it down here. The BPM can be preset by selecting on the arrow keys or double clicking and typing into your keyboard the BPM that you wish to use. Press enter to accept. Or you can synchronize, in other words, have the music feed provide the BPM for your engine. Next, we have the audio field, and if I put it onto MP3, there's the MP3s here. I can cycle. If I click the sync, you'll see the master BPM is changing in time with the sync, which is affecting the entire engine, the overall BPM clock. As an alternative to MP3 playback, you can use an external live feed or microphone. Simply click on the blue button here, and Xnth will now be looking on the external audio source. So I'll just turn on now my extra CD player. And you can see immediately that Xnth is now catching the audio from the CD player and doing a BPM calculation on that. Alternatively, this could be the live microphone.
and which is what I'm using live when I'm doing a concert and it's not possible to have a direct line out from the desk. Over here in the top right hand corner of the run page is the preview window. You can see a frames per second here, and you can see a eyeball, which is the drawer behind GUI. If I click that, the interface no longer has the output drawn behind. I do like it, so I'll leave it on. And there is the draw in preview window icon button, so can turn that off, and that disables this preview pane. When you're doing a live show, it pays to turn this preview off. And this is because when zooming in and out, if you zoom in and move to the left, the preview pane goes off the screen. This goes on to the external monitor. It's a slight bug with this version, and I'm hoping that it'll be fixed shortly. Immediately after the preview is the video decks, and this will take a bit more explanation, and I will come back to this, but essentially this is where you can activate the different video clips that are in the library, and a number of features: forward, backwards, scrubbing, BPM sync, keying, these kind of features. There is 2 video decks, A and B deck, and a further capture deck, which I will also go and explain about in another tutorial. Immediately under this is the blackout button. If you click this button, it blacks out the preview screen. You can't see that right now, but it is blacking out the preview screen. This is the duration here, a standard left mouse button up down slider to change the values, and click the button to activate. This can also be MIDI'd up. And of course the current time and date, and a couple of other icons which I'll explain in greater detail in another tutorial. These icons are relevant to the 3D scene creation. Okay, so that brings us now to the preset banks. The preset banks are assigned by a standard QWERTY keyboard, and you can change these in a number of ways. You can select by simply clicking with the left mouse button. You can also use the keys on your keyboard: Q, W, E, R, T, Y. Or you can assign these to MIDI triggers. These preset buttons along the QWERTY keyboard here are directly affected by the BPM sync and the tempo. So if I reduce this, you can see in full quality that it's slowing down, but it's just easier to see now that we have the full screen visible. Another item I want to show here is how Xnth has the possibility to save new presets while you're using it. So, for instance, if say I like this preset F, but I want to use a different video clip, I can double click on the video pane, select one of the other clips I have, and I like this effect now, so I can take a picture of it. If I hold down the Shift key, I get another page of presets, and then I can paste it. Now you'll notice that when I paste it, I'll just turn this here on. You notice that when I paste it, I have a black box here. This is because my preview pane is not activated. If I turn this on now, take another photo, paste, bang, I got my thumbnail, and I can make another version. Say this one, play, bang. And so now I have these different presets of the same scene. Take note, the preset tempo is also saved into a preset. Each preset bank has 3 pages of presets for it. If you hold down the Shift key, you get page 2, and if you hold down the Control key, you get page 3. And if you hold down none of these keys, you get page 1. Alternatively, you can use these buttons, Shift or Control. And if you push the 2 together or hold them both down on the keyboard, you get the bank selector. And you can see which banks are in action at the moment. Let's click on Bank D, turn off Shift, turn off Control, and then here we are, we have the new set of presets. And to go back, I'll simply hold down Control, Shift, press the H key on the keyboard, or click. I'm going to press the H key on the keyboard, and let go of the Control and Shift keys, and now we are back.
The next item I want to point out here is the automatic settings. First of all, select Tag. Pick the presets you wish to use. Let's say E, R, D, X, C, and F. Choose the frequency. I'll bring this to 2 because I want it to be quick for the demonstration. Choose Auto. I'm going to stick it on Random. And then watch as Xnth changes preset automatically. This is great if you need to take a small break and you still want the Xnth to keep playing along in time with the music. Just to make things a little nicer, I'm going to add a small amount of dissolve between presets. And if we want to make it really exciting, I'll put some music with it. And I'll just put the speed back to
And this concludes the fundamentals of the Xnth run screen. I'm VJ Benski, thanks for watching.